New scenario.
Yep.
I know I want to change my life. I know how I want to do it. But my friends, my family, and society in general, they're going to judge me, and I'm scared about what they think. So that's making me think that I probably shouldn't do it.
Okay, cool. It's a really good question. It's quite common. I've experienced it too. Like, basically, it's the assumption that if you make a change for your life towards something that you'd like to do, that it will do injustice to a lot of your friends, family, and peers because there's a sense of fear, guilt, and shame. Guilt because maybe your parents have invested a lot in your education, expected you to take a certain career path. Fair enough. Shame because you build up a lot of pride in your professional career. You get the certificates, the achievements, and all that. And the shame comes when if you make a 180-degree swing to do something really outrageous, say even like shell picking for a living, there's shame because your peers will now no longer accept you. And fear, the fear is around either success or failure. Success, which is, well, tied to guilt and shame. If you get the success, you'll experience high amounts of guilt and shame. Or if it's failure, it's like, well, what if this doesn't work? And that's totally fine. But the first thing to get is the fundamental fear that you're going to kick up a fuss around your peers is something we should probably shift a bit. What you got to realize is that whether you change your life or not, people are already pissed off at your life.
What?
People are already absolutely pissed off at your life. I'll tell you what. For example, okay, if you're living a life that's less than ideal, if you're, say, really struggling at a job that you hate, it's enough to get you by financially. But then there's a mentor of yours or a friend of yours who's like pissed off with you because they know that you're capable of so much more. So then there's all these friends out there, trust me, they're already pissed off that you're crap. If you're normal, your family is all like, oh yeah, you know, we paid so much for a career, you don't seem to be progressing. Well, obviously because it's not something you love. And then eventually they'll get pissed off. And then when you're successful, all the people who said, well, why'd you make such a change? They'll be pissed off at you making a change in their life because it takes away their excuse for being stuck in the lifestyle that they don't want. But then there's always pluses and negatives. So like when you make the change, you'll find a new support group of individuals who actually really encourage what you do. And then you'll have equally a number of individuals from your past, what I call an ecosystem of friends and family who hate you. And if you stay stuck where you are, you'll have a group of inspiring mentors who'll be like pissed off at you because you're not making a life change. And then you have a group of people like your family and peers are like, oh, it's so good that you're taking a steady job and, you know, playing it safe. And so number one thing is just acknowledge, look in your life now. There's already people who are absolutely pissed off at your life, pissed off at your way of living. I mean, if you're asking me this question, I'm pissed off at you. And if you change, I'll be happy. But then someone else will be pissed off.
You can never make everyone happy.
You can never make everyone happy, but what's most important is that if you can't make everyone happy, make sure that you're happy with yourself.
Exactly.
Because you can't govern how everyone else is going to feel about you.
Yeah, great.